you need, honey.
Where are you at?
Lakewood Church.
Lakewood Church and Ralph.
These units at Lakewood Church. Active shooters. He shot the pastor. He shot all the men in the church. Please come right away. He's still in here. I'm afraid he's still in here. God, please help me.
Okay.
Please help us alone.
Shepard told the jury how the church members had welcomed Dylann Roof into their Bible study, but he opened fire while they were praying.
She's a young 21-year-old white dude. Please, and we got some people very hurt, please.
As afternoon services were beginning at Lakewood Church in Houston on this past Sunday, a woman arrived in a trench coat carrying a backpack with her 7-year-old son by her side. She brought 2 rifles and had a piece of yellow rope resembling a detonation cord. This is what law enforcement were able to confirm on yesterday. As the woman entered into the church, she pointed an AR-15 at an unarmed security guard. And when she made her way inside the church, which is led by televangelist Joel Osteen, she opened fire in a hallway with the assault-style rifle. Law enforcement officials said that this could have been one of the worst shootings in a church if it wasn't for a pair of off-duty officers working security at the church, which has become commonplace at worship centers across the United States. To the members of State Street Baptist Church, I stand before you today with a heavy heart as we discuss a topic that weighs heavily on the minds of many in our community: the threat of active shooters in places of worship. It's a sad reality that we must confront, but as a community of faith, we are called to respond with both vigilance and compassion. The FBI designated 50 shootings in 2022 as active shooter incidents. The FBI defines an active shooter as one of more individuals actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a populated area. Implicit in this definition is the shooter's use of a firearm. The active aspect of the definition inherently implies the ongoing nature of an incident and thus the potential for a response to affect the outcome. As an active shooter trainer, as one who has been through the active shooter course, and one that serves currently as an active shooter and an anti-terrorism officer in the United States military, what I can tell you that violence at places of worship in the United States appears to be increasing over the last 2 decades. Now, while the most tragic and shocking incidents dominate media attention and public awareness, many smaller incidents of violence occur at places of worship every single week. First and foremost, I want to emphasize the seriousness with which we take this issue here at State Street Baptist Church. We recognize that our church is not immune to the potential for violence, and we refuse to turn a blind eye to the risks that exist. Now, while it may be uncomfortable to discuss, it is our responsibility to ensure the safety and well-being of all who enter through our doors. To that end, we have taken concrete steps to enhance security measures within our church. We have trained a team of dedicated volunteers who serve as security personnel during our services and our events, including myself. These individuals are equipped to identify and respond to potential threats in a swift and decisive manner. Additionally, we have implemented emergency response protocols and conducted drills to ensure that our congregation knows how to react in the event of an emergency. First and foremost, I want to emphasize once again the seriousness with which we take this issue here at State Street Baptist Church. But beyond these practical measures, we also recognize the importance of fostering a culture of inclusivity and support within our church community. We encourage open dialogue about safety concerns and provide resources for individuals who may be struggling with mental health issues or other challenges that could potentially lead to violence. We strive to create an environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and safe. However, it's important to remember that ensuring the safety of our congregation is not solely the responsibility of our church leadership or security team. Each and every one of us has a role to play in keeping our community here safe. So I urge you to remain vigilant and aware of your surroundings at all times. If you see something that seems out of place or make you uncomfortable, don't hesitate to report it to a member of our security team or church leadership. Furthermore, I encourage you to take advantage of any training or resources that are available to you to better prepare yourself for emergency situations. Knowledge is power, and the more informed we are, the better equipped we will be to responding effectively in times of crisis. In closing, let us remember that even in the face of fear and uncertainty, we are called to stand firm in our faith and trust in the Lord's protection. But let us also be wise stewards of the gifts that we have been given, including the gift of community and the responsibility to care for one another. Together, we can create a safer, more secure environment for worship and fellowship. May God bless you and keep you safe now and always. So I ask you to please don't get discouraged or dismayed or upset that the door that you once been able to walk in and out of is now closed. Please do not get hurt, upset, or angry that you may see someone here in the church with a sidearm. Because once again, the only thing that stopped this individual this past Sunday were two other individuals with firearms as well. Please remember that each and every individual here that carries a firearm have been trained and vetted to carry such firearm. But I ask of you to keep Lakewood Church in your prayers and every other church that has dealt with violence from these situations. May God bless you.